Previously on INFRA, Mark found himself at the old Steelworks with no signal. This is clearly some kind of anti-government activist group that operates here. It looks too recent. Well, the contents of this hideaway to have been part of Steelworks Steel. Well, someone's growing those mushrooms. Well, when you're done here, you might want to figure out how to make some more progress. Oh yeah, and also get out of here. Perhaps if you looked down there and... yeah, that's probably how you get on with this. Because you need to get to that tower in order to get a good signal. Well, good enough to call the office, anyway. Perhaps activating those trains will allow you to... oh yes, and doing that as well. As they're unlikely to move if the brakes are on. Well, those ones have had it, but the ones close to where you need to go, those might work. Although the tracks would need to be set to the right settings in order for that to work. Just don't expect an Ozzy Osbourne song to start playing, as there's something in that which you do not want to happen here, as it's kind of necessary to, well, your journey. Yeah, I think only the first two are necessary. Mark, you might want to look at the tracks to see which are lit. Seems to be alright. Still works. Good. Best get everything into position, and then you can push this forward to make some progress. Hopefully find a way of getting higher. Hopefully your work will have been done. As you've investigated both the dam and the tunnels, and your findings were disturbing. Yeah, you're gonna need both of them. Well, it worked. Although, what are you going to need those fuses for?
Can't carry any more of these.
I suspect that you'll need the other fuses in order to, well, get upstairs. It seems that a few of them were redundant. Along with some of the workforce before Starburg Steel went bust. If they weren't provided with immediate dismissal before the strikes occurred. So far, it appears that Margaret Thatcher's Britain in the 1980s sounds mild by comparison to the Stahlberg area. And so far, it sounds like it's worse, even though it's on a much smaller scale. Yeah, I know. Dark as right? Well, that's kind of who I am, so if you don't like it, that's going to be a problem, isn't it?
smells like there's a gas leak in here.
In that case, make sure you're ready before you flip that switch, as it's likely to set quite a few things off. In fact, it's likely to go Hollywood around here. There is that note in that anti-government activist hideout that you haven't taken a picture of.
Interesting.
Well, you'll need as much as possible for when you get back to the office. I know it'll be boring, but at least you won't be in any danger. Well, certainly not from cave-ins and gas leaks you're about to set off. Well,
I don't think I can fit this in my pockets.
yeah.
What the hell is going on?
What do you think happened? You set off a few gas leaks. And now you have to find a way of getting around here and... oh yeah, you might want to cut off the power there. If you want to get through that without dying. As you're not immune to electricity. I mean, if this was in more Hollywood, there'd be a load of pointless explosions occurring. As in explosions that shouldn't be happening. Oh yeah, and you might want to time it so you miss the scalding steam. Yeah, that was too close. And you've got the right idea, it's staggered. Don't know why, but let's see what's over here. Ah, emergency stop. Yeah, press that button.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm getting paid enough for this.
Recorded announcement. Attention all personnel. I regret to announce that the furnaces of Steelworks Steel will be let to cool permanently. The factory will be closed immediately. Thank you for all these years. That's what you get for striking.
What a vindictive. Yeah, the more I learn about the situation, the more I'm starting to believe this Alex Hartman. That Jeff Walter bought all these companies and ran them into the ground. Consciously and deliberately. As it's not that bad by accident.
An elevator that didn't fall down. That's new. So, there should be a cell transceiver up here somewhere. Let's see if we can get it to work.
Well, there'd be no point in going up here if it wasn't here. And couldn't be repaired. Jeff Walter sounds worse than the Iron Lady herself. I mean, making it harder for them to work, more dangerous even, and even paying them peanuts, like the monkeys that he appears to see them as. No wonder they went on strike. And to cut costs, to cut costs, and to really give them the finger. There's no polite way of putting it. Decides to close down Steelworks Steel through one of his proxies. Even giving the message, that's for striking. The kind of language that
Fascinating.
has no place in any professional dialogue.
Seven packs of camera batteries now.
Although the good news is you won't be running out of camera batteries anytime soon. Yeah, I think you're done here. Best continue climbing. If there's anything of interest on the way, you can look into that as well. Yeah, best do what the note says and deal with the fuses above. Because that's clearly what's wrong with this. Okay. 2 of them are burnt out and... Yeah, Yeah, it might be a good idea not to... Yeah. Should be okay now. You just need to go downstairs and turn the power back on, and then you'll get a good enough signal to call the office. Well, call your boss, to be more precise. As he's probably waiting for you to call back. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, it might help if you press the button.
That did the trick. Now, let's see if there is a way to get down from here.
Well, there was something. It's lower down. It'll certainly lead to somewhere new. Possibly somewhere where you can, I don't know, call a taxi back to your workplace, and yeah, there's a lot of, well, quite a few wind turbines. So they're not strangers to green energy around here, are they? Yeah, I think you're going in the wrong direction. You know where the elevator you used leads. It leads back to Steelworks Steel, the main part of it. And it doesn't look like there's any other way you could go there. I was of course thinking of another way down. Hopefully that one will be as reliable as this one. Mark, that's not the way you need to be going. Oh yes, and is this something that you should be doing? In fact, it was the very reason why you're up here in the first place. I mean, you repaired the... What, are you waiting for a good time to do that? Such as when you're heading back down? Okay. When you're heading back down, let your boss know what you've been up to. Hopefully you'll be done for the day in regards to field work.